And regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, first pitch coming up. On the hill here today, Justin Steele.
Well, he's allowing just over one base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Number 36 now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Hard hit right side, and he takes it himself for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Dalton Varsho.
Well, this guy's been hitting the ball out of the park. He's really making every at bat count for something. An on-base percentage just under .500 over his last 10 games.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's Kevin Kiermaier. And there's a strike. Steele, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. One down, base is empty.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On its way to the corner. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Two outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Popped up. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Back after this on the show. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Yusei Kikuchi. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And he deals. And that's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And the pitch. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one way inside.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And another ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki.
At the ball.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Count
Kikuchi, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Next offering is in for a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Two outs and a foul ball. Ripped on a line. Base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Here's a big power threat. Patrick Wisdom. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. And there's the strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Kicks and deals. Bellinger goes. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Ball one there.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too.
And down on strikes he goes. And the inning is over. One left for the Cubs. Scoreless after 1. Back here at the friendly confines. Top of the second. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. A wind in the pitch. On a line out towards center. Bellinger makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1. So up next for Toronto, Santiago Espinal. And that's just foul. One down, base is empty. And that one pulled foul. And a pitch. To the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
2 outs, base is empty. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes. Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Cavan Biggio with a chance to hit. And first offering is fouled off. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. One left for Toronto. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. The pitch. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
In there at the knees. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire. Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Jake Rogers in the box here lets that one go for a ball. 1 out, base is empty. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. That'll drop in. Plays it on a high.
Shortstop, Dansby.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Dansby Swanson stands in. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender.
Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow!
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense, try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Second inning here, no score. In there at the knees for a strike.
Logan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
The shortstop takes the ball. Got him swinging. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Wrigley Field, and the batter is George Springer. Springer getting the start in right. 34-year-old vet, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. In the air, left field. Happ settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swanson hauls it in, 2 away.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Here's the second baseman. Grounded out his first time. That's in there. 0-1. Ripped on the ground to second. Horner over to first. And that is the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And we're still knotted at 0. Here at Wrigley Field, Ian Happ up to hit.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
In the air, right field. And George makes the grab.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
And up next for Chicago, Christopher Morel. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Right through there for a strike. Heading down the line. And just foul.
Man, just a matter of inches right there. If that stays fair, it's at least a double.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Got him swinging. Now 2 away.
The batter, number 2.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Nico Horner. Caught looking his first time up. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Outside.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Two down, nobody on. And 1-2. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that? Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out, and we'll end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs, and we are still scoreless. Back here at the friendly confines, and now the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier. And a pitch. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Steps on first for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Bichette in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
The bat, number 5, designated hitter,
Santiago Espinal next up for the Blue Jays. Grounded out his first time up. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Still no score. Bottom of the fourth, stepping in, Seiya Suzuki.
the right fielder. Suzuki.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
You know, these Cubs just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Next pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
On the ground. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Bellinger.
Here's Cody Bellinger.
Not a surprise he's off to a good start in this one, given he enjoys playing so much at home. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 2.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 16. Patrick.
Now, Patrick Wisdom struck out swinging his first time. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Down. Picks up strikeout number 7. Cubs are down quietly. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. Steele back to work. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 away. Kevin Biggio up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Next pitch is downstairs. Base is empty, one away here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Hit on the ground to the right side. He handles it himself, and a couple of quick outs.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. Fly to left his first time. Popped up. Corner has this one sized up and makes the grab. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Halfway through this one, still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5. Vinny Pasquantino. The pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The pitch. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Up the middle. Bichette throws to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, catcher,
Jake Rogers will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First offering, and it just misses. All tied up here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Ball to strike. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Swanson takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Two outs, base is empty. High fly ball, right field. Springer on the move. Brings it in. And that ends the inning. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Back here at Wrigley Field, top of the 6th inning. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. The wind of the pitch. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Kirk in his 5th season, 25 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. And this is inside. That's a laser base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now it's the second baseman. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but he had a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2. Outside.
Ball 2.
Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Kirk aboard here at first with nobody out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So digging in, Kevin Kiermaier. That clips the corner.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Left-hand batter waits. On the ground, right side. And he can't come up with it. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Bichette in the box now. Takes strike one. In the air, center field. Bellinger sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the third out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. And we still have no score. Here at Wrigley Field, digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ. The pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
There's a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Foul ball, he stays alive. And here it comes. And now 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Christopher Morel. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. That one misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
One down, base is empty.
Yeah.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And now the lefty. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Varsho pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The batter, the second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting ready to hit. Vladdy having a huge season. Comes into the day leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Steele back to work. Gets under it and pops it up. Drifts towards it. Corrals it. 1 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Santiago Espinal now at the plate. Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. Tosses to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Makes the catch, inning over. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
First pitch just misses. And another ball. And that drops in for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Springer there makes the catch.
The center fielder, number 24, Cody.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Kicks and fires.
Oh,
And
that's off
the inside edge. 1-2 to count. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Patrick Wisdom, the next Cub to hit. That's in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
So 2 down. Now it's going to be Vinny Pasquantino.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Two outs. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
The 0-2. Struck him out looking. For the top of the 8th, and now for the Jays, Cavan Biggio. As the lefty gets to work. Sliced hard but foul. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jordan Wicks appears to be getting loose. Smiley also getting ready. That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Kicks and deals. Up the middle, Swanson. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk, 1 for 2. Fouled off. He was late. Here comes the 0-1. Back to the mound. He's got it. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Now it's the second baseman. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That smash towards center. And that's the third out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Buck Farmer. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jake Rogers.
The catcher.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and now one away.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
And next for the Cubs, Dansby Swanson. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Righty delivers. Fastball for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
That one misses, and it's 1-2. Stays alive. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Out towards right center field. Springer on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that quickly, two away. Ian Happ digs in now.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
That one's in there. 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And the righty deals. Fastball, he gets out of the way. All tied up here in the third and final game of the series. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a good eye there. The line to kick the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. It's the ninth, and we are tied. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Wicks.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Kevin Kiermaier getting ready to hit.
Well, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
The pitch. There's a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And fouled off. And the pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So up next for Toronto, Bobin Kiermaier on the go. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. Swanson to second, double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the ninth. We are tied.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Bottom of the ninth, and now the DH, Christopher Morel.
Well, one swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
The right-hander back to work. And that one just misses a ball and no strikes.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Now 1-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Gets a piece and stays alive. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Wouldn't chase that time. Nico Hoerner waiting to hit for the Cubs. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And he deals. He goes down looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Back to the top of the lineup, Nico Hoerner, the next to hit, 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike, 0-1. Bunting for a hit. And he picks it up in foul territory. One down, base is empty. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, right fielder
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that's in there at the knees. Trying to send this to extra innings. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That one missed. The next pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2. That one lifted to left. Varsho moving under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to extra innings. Now it's the DH, Santiago Espinal. Wicks back to work. Rip, but it curls foul. And it's second. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Curve in the dirt, kicks away. Save, he beats it. The pitch. And that's ripped for a base hit. In to score from third. And they lead it in the 10th. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
No outs. Runner at first. Now here is Dalton Varsho. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Suzuki makes the grab. 1 down. And now for the Jays, Cavan Biggio. Runner takes off. That one pulled foul. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the top half of the 10th. Runner on the go again. Cut on and miss. Go to second.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game, trying to add on to that lead. I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2. That one is lifted in the air, and it drops in. So he gets on base and keeps it going. So up next, George Springer. And with the game going to extras, he's still got a chance to keep his hitting streak going. And first offering is fouled off. Biggio off of first with 2 away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two outs. Bounce to third. Wisdom. Tosses across to first. That takes care of Springer. Out number 3. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Jordan Hicks.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Cody Bellinger now at the plate. The pitch. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Springer on a dead sprint, racing back. Out of here. Ball game. So he just clears the wall, and the Cubs walk it off in extra innings.
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every guy's trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
And your final score here today, 2-1. So the Cubs celebrate at the plate. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 2 runs on 5 hits. 1 error. They left 2 runners on base. For the Blue Jays, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.